right now you're doing something that is very powerful.
God has been good to us.
Yes.
We can say God has been good to us. For time's sake, I can say this. Remember now COVID came.
Yes.
And then COVID came and they said, you guys have to stay at home. You cannot be seen in church. And some of us are too hungry for God for that.
Yes.
We cannot survive without that. So I was at home and I started praying alone. And then my best friend joined. And then after praying for several months, towards the end of 2020, some people started saying, I feel like I'm hungry. I need to pray. I feel like I'm backsliding. So we brought them in, and when they come, they receive the Holy Spirit, they speak in tongues, they join the prayer type.
But before that, you just continued. You just continued being a person, a saved person, until this time of COVID.
There was a difference because I was still doing some missions, but I had wanted to do them in an extra way, because now remember I had to become a student, Form 3, Form 4, and of course I was still ministering, but not with intensity much per se. And then after Form 4, I'm doing a few missions here and there, but
and now COVID has come.
I feel like in my mission something is missing. Okay. So I come to church. I'm submitted to Prophet Joel Utuka, CLJ Maranatha. So I come to church and I'm growing. The power is being pumped. You're being trained how to pray, how to fast, all this. And then during COVID now, it comes when we are still in church. We had not paid so much attention. And then we begin to pray alone. Then some people start joining in. And then suddenly, one person can come with 10 people. Yes. So suddenly you are having 10 people receiving the Holy Spirit per time. And there is a stirring in the community that young people are getting born again, and the
revival
is breaking out. Yeah. Yes. And we gave revival attention now. And I can remember we were still praying in hiding, because remember we are not supposed to meet. Yeah. But in the ghetto, things run with the different rules a bit. And so with the time, people started noticing there is something happening there. So from time to time, you can get someone say, come and preach to us. And then you go and you demonstrate the presence of God. And people receive the Holy Spirit. So in high schools, we go and you have 2,000 students. And because the message is the same, you just preach the ABC of the gospel. Like one of my greatest icons is Rena Bonke Evangelist. And so you minister and you see all of them, 2,000 of them receive the Holy Spirit. Sometimes you can hear the ground shaking. It's like an earthquake. And you can see all the boys speaking in tongues and everything. So that became now the motto of the mission.
And you also preach salvation to them.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah, because there's no receiving the Holy Spirit without salvation.
Yes. So we are going out for another short break. When you come back, you're going to tell us about the other mission you are doing of rescuing and dealing with the vulnerables, like those who are addicted and so forth. And God is going to bless you very much in your work.